Hey everyone, I'll be covering all of the Nintendo Switch's game announcements for the second week of February, so let's get started. Live the ultimate power fantasy as you go from POTUS to simulation superhero, causing all types of mayhem across the city, and Saints Row 4 re-elected. The Switch release will include all of the game's previously available DLC, with some exclusive new items and the Enter the Dominatrix, plus How the Saints Saved Christmas story expansions. The now infamous successful Kickstarter project for the wonderful 101 Remastered is ready to release on Switch this April. New to this remastered are tweaked controlled options so you can play in one screen, unlike the original Wii U version, HUD and graphical changes. Plus some new stretch goals are also promising new content in the form of new DLC for all backers. Hellpoint is an intense dark sci-fi RPG set in a derelict space station orbiting an ominous supermassive black hole with Dark Souls gameplay and an occult story set in a dynamic, ever-shifting world. Several ratings boards listings plus store listings have appeared for Ancestors Legacy, set to release on Switch May 19th. Choose from between one of four nations, take control of his army, and storm through medieval Europe in a series of complex strategy-focused campaigns. Combining modern warfare military tactics and close combat, 1971 Project Helios is a turn-based strategy game about conflicts with seemingly no end. 8 characters have to join forces for the common cause and rescue civilians, while an onslaught of enemies attack and attempt to prevent their infiltration. One Gruel Studios is bringing Heaven Dust to the Switch February 27th. This is an immersive exploration horror experience with story-integrated puzzles that can change the story based on how you solve them. Goblin Hero is a retro-inspired action platformer with some RPG elements. An army of monsters led by the evil wizard have invaded your hometown. Slay as many as you can, collect loot, avoid dangerous traps, and defeat menacing bosses right before facing off against the wizard himself. Relocate furnishings in increasingly bizarre locations in a fast-paced furniture moving simulator that brings with it several co-op and local versus multiplayer options. Originally launching on the GameCube, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is being fully remastered for current-gen consoles via Kickstarter. A Switch digital release is currently set for March 31st that will correct some of the controls issues that plagued the original. Take on over 70 challenging missions on your way to becoming the biggest construction in town. Tackle projects from small Bavarian-style family homes to massive skyscrapers and anything in between in Construction Simulator 3 Console Edition. Discover life in an alien ocean and assist a stranded biologist on a journey of exploration, survival, and surprises in other waters. Move freely through locations, observe your surroundings for anything outside of the ordinary, and study samples to unlock secrets and story paths. Level up your players, equip items, learn new special abilities, and enjoy a fresh mix of tactical RPG and soccer in Gambare Super Strikers. Play local multiplayer between several game modes and build your squad from the ground up when it releases later this year. The Switch version of Bridge Builder Adventure includes a new storyline told through animated cutscenes, a new reworked hint system, a new hard mode that changes the replayability options, no limit on materials, plus an all-new control scheme with HD rumble and gyro support. Enjoy the fastest races in over 230 miles per hour while avoiding collisions in the arcade sim multiplayer racer Speedway Racing. Online leaderboards will be available at launch, as well as 4-player local versus. Last Encounter is a twin-stick action roguelike in deep space following a group of heroes trying to prevent the unavoidable by cloning their ships and designing weapons with swappable components. Florence is a critically acclaimed and award-winning interactive storybook from the lead designer of Monument Valley, about the heart-racing highs and heartbreaking lows of a young woman's very first love. Aoba Kyosuke just wants a girlfriend. Instead, he has 2 dumb school buddies to rely upon in the comedic visual novel Furebara, Friend to Lover, hitting the Japanese eShop this summer. Wanderlust is a collection of playable novels inspired by real events and places, where a group of strangers share their stories and you, the player, can step into them from the perspective of the narrator. Help Circuit Dude build his ultimate secret invention by plugging in chips, pushing blocks, stepping on switches, and rotating walls across 120 different levels. Your story starts with a small hotel in a snowy mountain. Develop it into a spectacular ski course while expanding the hotel to accommodate its needs in shiny ski resort. Dodge, shoot, and jump your way through randomly selected levels before you imminently die in 0000, a 1-bit lo-fi platformer set to challenge your reflexes. Overcome a world full of puzzles only relying on your awareness and wits in Cosmonautica, with 64 levels ready to welcome your challenge. And that's what the game announcements we'll be covering this week. The rumblings of a direct are gaining wind again, and I'm personally hoping that we can finally see Nintendo's full 2020 lineup. So with all that said, as per always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. See ya!